to my channel. So I am going to be filming my entire beauty area and makeup and storage collection. This was requested ages ago when I did do this storage video, so I'll link that down below if you want to see in more detail my pieces of storage. However, my collection has grown quite considerably since filming that video, but I did want to wait until it got to this point before I showed you because new things kept pouring in and I just wasn't happy with it until very recently, so I thought this is a good time to show you. So this is basically the area that you see when I am filming. I don't have a beauty area as such. It basically is literally my bedroom. You can see my bed there. So it is quite a small space, but it is somewhere where I spend a lot of my time, and I have put a lot of thought and effort into this. And being a beauty blogger, it is expected that the makeup storage area will expand because it's kind of my duty to buy products and to review them for you. So that's what's basically happened. So I'll take you through the whole area in more detail now. I am, by the way, replacing this desk very soon. This is a really old wooden one. I think it's from Argos or somewhere, just really cheap. I have got one from IKEA in the garage that I used at uni, and I think I am going to replace this one with the IKEA because I really like the clean white surface that it has. My camera is on a tripod. If this gets too difficult, I'll take it off because I know that it can be difficult to show you things in detail when the camera's sort of restricted. But anyway, this is to the extent as far as my hair care section goes. I literally have my Babyliss hair straighteners and my Babyliss hair dryer, and they're sat on a Babyliss heat mat. Nothing interesting there really. I'm burning a Yankee candle in Christmas Eve because I haven't quite accepted the fact that Christmas is over yet, and I just love the smell. This is just a mirror that I use to film with, so this is what I'm looking into when I do tutorials and all of that stuff. And behind it I've got my jewellery mannequin stand. It was crazy busy and I've recently cleared it up, but you can see the little purple mannequin underneath there. Oh, somewhere. It is quite hazardous. And here I've just got a little schedule to really help me out. I love seeing things at a glance. It's like a to-do list, so it's just got all the days of the week. This was from Paperchase, and just with, you know, tasks that I need to do that are blog and YouTube related. And then I've just basically got all of my makeup brushes, but I'll show you what's behind them first. I've got this wooden jewellery holder. It's not officially a jewellery holder, but that's what I use it for. It's got a little ring holder on top. It's in the style of a dog, and you can just put the rings on his tail and his ears. A really cute way to store rings, I think. And basically sat on top I've got this copper leaf that has got bracelets on it and false eyelashes that I've lost the packaging for, and I don't want to throw them away because I usually reuse my false lashes about 10 to 15 times before I actually get rid of them, basically to the point where they are not functionable as eyelashes anymore. But I've just basically got some jewellery from Jack Wills here. That's from Stella & Dot, just things that I enjoy reaching for quite a lot. Okay, now onto my main love, let's be honest. Makeup brushes. These are just sat here because I got them for Christmas and I really like the little pot they come in. They're just hand creams, so they're easy to reach for as well when I want to. So, makeup brushes. I talked about these cases in my storage video, but basically this one is a sort of stationery holder from Paperchase. It's just in this black sort of Baroque design. Really pretty, I think, but there was only one and that was in the sale. So this one basically holds all of my face brushes. It's big enough to hold, there's about 10 in here, so really good. And these I actually sort of made. They were just plain wood boxes and I just paper mache'd these cool patterns on. So this one's like, it's a hot pink and gold. And this one here is just sort of pinky roses. This one holds all of my eye makeup brushes, and this one holds the remaining face brushes. Some favourites of mine at the moment. This brush is from Real Techniques. It's from their Bold Metal Collection set. I gave away a set and I just had to buy some for myself because they were so gorgeous. I like to use this for baking or for doing a really intense contour, and it's the 301 brush. Most of my brushes are from Sigma because I did invest in their premium kits, so I got like 15 brushes for £80 or something like that. So yeah, I always reach for these brushes. They are my favourite Sigma. I think the quality of them is absolutely amazing and the price could be a lot worse. My favourite eye brush of life is the Sigma E40 blending brush. I just wouldn't be without this one. I absolutely love it. And then some other favourites. I love Eco Tools at the moment. I don't think they get enough credit for their brushes. This is their fan brush. It's so soft. All of their brushes are really good quality. And then of course Morphe brushes are more of a recent favourite of mine. This is the famous deluxe buffing brush, the M439. I use this for foundation basically every single day and I absolutely love it. It's the Okay, I feel like I just want to get into makeup now because I've spoken about all these things on my makeup storage video. So head over and watch that if you do want to hear more detail on them. But this is sort of the main part of my makeup collection. It's where all of my acrylic storage lives. It's where basically all of my makeup is stored. And this has been a bit of a process. If you watched the last video, you will have noticed that there has been some new additions to this. I did originally just have this 5-drawer one and this 6-drawer one. With this sort of retractable top, you can just take it off and put it on, whatever. But I really like it for storing foundations and stuff. But to be honest, these two were not deep enough. They weren't fitting a lot of products in that I wanted, and there was definitely a lot of overflow. So I bought these recently from Amazon and they were like £6, so really cheap. £6 each. I got two. They are slightly different. I'm not sure why because I ordered exactly the same thing and they are a bit different. I'll show you in a minute. You can see they've got different handles. And basically my perfumes live on top of this one here. So I've got my Juicy Couture, 3 from Beyonce. This one back here is Michael Kors and some Ted Baker. My favourite is Juicy Couture. The scent just never got old. I absolutely love it. It's a classic scent. So I suppose now I'll just go through each drawer and show you what exactly is inside. I apologise in advance for the length of this video. Okay. So in this first drawer here, I've just got a lot of accessories. This includes the original Beauty Blender. I've been using this a lot more recently. I'll be honest, I don't like the idea of having to wet it and all that before using it because I tend to forget and then I just can't be bothered. But I have been enjoying using it more recently. I've got Ben Nye Glitter Glue, which is the best glitter glue I have ever used. I absolutely love this stuff and it's quite inexpensive for Ben Nye as well. Like I always assumed they were really expensive, but this wasn't too bad and you get absolutely tons. So I'll never get through that. I've got some Vaseline back here, just original Vaseline for my lips. I've got a sharpener here for eyeliners and brow pencils. Pair of tweezers. These are just like Boot Zone tweezers, but to be honest, they're like one of the best I've ever used, so there we go. And Lash Grip eyelash glue. So that's that, to be honest. You can see how deep these drawers are. Like I really love them for that reason. Okay, this is basically the mascara drawer. You can probably see loads of yucky fingerprints all over these. I should have cleaned it, but oh well. I've got the MAC Opulash in here. I absolutely love this mascara. And then to be honest, there's just a hell of a lot of samples. As you know, or you may know, I love Clinique Bonus Time, and I always include a mascara in their bonus time when basically you buy 2 products and you get a load free. There's always a mascara, and I just don't get through them as quickly as I do the bonus time, so they tend to build up. These are all the high impact mascaras, which were up till recently my favourite mascara of all time. I've got some 3 MAC samples in here, you know when they just throw them in the bag when you make a purchase, and another Clinique high impact there. My favourite mascara of all time is basically what I recently discovered. It's the Barry M Showgirl mascara. This is in the extra volume one. You can get extra lengthening, but this is extra volume. But this lengthens really well as well. By the way, I should have said, if you want me to do a blog post, a review on any of these products, just let me know if you see something you like in this video and I will do that, because I do a full detailed review on a product on my blog every single Tuesday. Now, one mascara that I absolutely hated was the Benefit They're Real, which really surprised me because this has been getting so many reviews and I'm just relieved that I got it in sort of sample size. I I didn't like it. I felt it was really clumpy and just left me feeling a bit disappointed because I'd heard so many good things about it. And in this final drawer is basically lip products, but more like lip glosses and lip tints or lip balms. Like these are from Clinique. Please excuse my nails, by the way. Some of you may know I've always been a massive nail biter and I hate videos like this because they are basically always on display. Anyway, these are the chubby sticks from Clinique. I have 4. This is my favourite in Plushes Pink simply because it is the most pigmented. You can see there. Really good quality, very moisturising. I loved using these in the summer. This is basically the exact same thing, but it's from Rimmel and it's in a sort of very daytime appropriate nude shade, but I was left sort of disappointed by the pigment. It's not as pigmented as I was hoping, but I still like it. I still use it. I actually won this in a giveaway. Ted Baker lip balm. My sister got me this in a Ted Baker pack for Christmas. And then I've just got random lip gloss from Clinique. I think this is Max Factor. Yeah, Max Factor lip gloss. That is the reddest of red. I love it. Some more from Clinique. This is the Super Balm Moisturising Gel. I have got 2 of these from NARS. They were thrown in a bag when I bought something from them. And the other one basically lives in my handbag because I love it so much. I got a nudie one and this is obviously the red one. And hell, that is pigmented. I love them. Okay, so now moving on to this middle section here. I basically keep all my foundations here that are currently my colour. I have some separate ones that sort of are too dark for me or too light for me or whatever. This is my favourite at the moment, the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. So many people have discovered this recently, I feel. And I thought I was a bit late on board, but no, so many people have just sort of started using it on YouTube, I've noticed, and you should definitely try it. Me being very oily, I didn't think it would suit me, but it doesn't bother me. It's sort of moisturising, but not too moisturising. It's not packed with oil or anything like that. It's just a great foundation, apart from the applicator, which I will leave the review down below for this. Actually, I did a full review on it, and yeah, you know how much I hate the applicator if you saw that review. And I've just got some others up here, like the Smashbox Studio Skin Foundation, some Max Factor, the L'Oreal True Match, which my skin absolutely loves. Got some MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation, and my ex-old favourite from Clinique, the Anti-Blemish Solutions Foundation, which has sadly been replaced, but oh well. Back here I keep all of my lip liners, so I've got some from Avon. I absolutely love Avon lip liners. They are similar quality to MAC ones. I've got 2 MAC ones. This is in Kiss Me Quick, and the other I think is the Famous Whirl. Yeah, I've just got some other random ones up here as well, Rimmel. And then here I keep my lipsticks. I've got another sort of lipstick area over there. But for this one I've just got 4 MAC ones. This is one I won in a giveaway recently. It's in Angel and I absolutely love it. It's just a very soft nude pink. Got, yeah, some more MAC there. I've got 2 from NYX here, which I'm actually writing a review on Tuesday. That'll be posted on my blog. These are the Black Label lipstick collection ones. So I won't talk about them yet. You should read my review on Tuesday. I've got number 7, some Clinique, 2 from Gerard Cosmetics, which left me very disappointed, to be honest. You may see that in my next video on Sunday, which is products I wouldn't repurchase. But anyway, these were just little sample sizes from Smashbox, but I absolutely love them and use them all the time. This one is in Be Legendary and it's just a very purple plum tone shade. So now moving into the drawers of this first bit here. So looking in these drawers here, there's just a few things. They aren't jam-packed, to be honest, because when I bought the other 2, everything moved from in here to those and more. So this is the Smashbox contour kit. I really like it, but I basically just buy it for this contour shade because it's absolutely perfect if you have fair skin. But this contour shade Smashbox have got like bang on because it's not too orange. It's absolutely perfect for me, who is of course very fair. So I would highly recommend that. In this one I've got Smashbox powder. This is my favourite powder of life. I use it every single day. It's the Photo Set Finishing Powder and they are sold out everywhere of this stuff at the moment, so I'm really struggling to buy a new one. I'm on my last little bit in there. Yeah, struggle is real. In this one, I basically keep my glitters. This is like the funnest drawer ever. I've got this from Urban Decay, the Heavy Metal Glitter Liner. This is in Distortion. It's got sort of green reflex to it, which I love. It's just something a little bit different. Got some pigment from MAC. This is in Rose Gold, I believe. Oh, it's just in Rose. Really, really like this pigment. I love all the pigments from MAC, and you'll never run out if you get one, so you do truly get your money's worth. And I've just got some loose glitter from NYX, some Makeup Geek back there. This is in New Year's. I got that when it was in sale. It's just sort of a champagne-y colour glitter. Really, really nice. And what's this? Some Bare Minerals back there. That's like more of a green. It's quite daring. I never really use it, but it's there. In here I have my MAC mini eyeshadow things. Like, they released these for about 30 quid each, which is really good, but the eyeshadows are a lot smaller in size than you would usually get. This is in Purple x9, and they are all purple shades, believe it or not. And this I haven't used yet. I got it for Christmas. It's in Burgundy x9, but I can't wait to using this, to be honest, because, I mean, look at it. It's just beautiful. In this drawer here, I've just basically kept these two together so they're handy because I am doing a blog post on these this week. It's comparing the L'Oreal Inflammable Mattifying Base Primer to the Smashbox Primer. They basically look the same, they promise the same things, so I'm going to compare them. So this 5-drawer thing here was like my original piece. It's not deep enough, and I'm really, really gutted, but oh well. If you read my blog, or maybe you watched my 2015 beauty favourites, you would have known that I was on a massive hunt at the end of last year for a drugstore concealer that basically matched or was better than the MAC Pro Longwear concealer, which was my like original favourite best concealer ever of life. I bought the Rimmel Wake Me Up to try and match that to the MAC, but it was just too orangey on me, but it's sort of not bad to throw away, so I have kept it. But the one that really surprised me and turned out the best match for the MAC Pro Longwear was the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. You can see like the packaging's awful, it's all rubbed off. It's just cheap, but it was very, very good coverage, didn't crease or settle into my fine lines, and I just ended up absolutely loving it. And I've been using this every day, and my MAC has taken a back seat. As to say, in my collection I just don't reach for it as much anymore, which is good because it's expensive. Got the Clinique Chubby Contour Stick, which took a while for me to learn how to love this, but I do love it now. This is the MAC Prep and Prime Highlight Stick in Light Boost. I've got the Benefit concealers here, which I'm yet to try. Kat Von D Shade and Light Palette is in here just purely because I couldn't fit it anywhere else. But yeah, that's quickly become my favourite contour powders and highlight powders. And this is just a spare Clinique Anti-Blemish Solutions foundation, just a tad too dark for me, but I can't bring myself to throw it away because I will still use it. In here is basically my powders, including just face powders, bronzers and highlighters. So this is the Becca highlighter in Moonstone, and it's the best highlighter I've ever tried. And if you are pale, oh, hello. It's the best highlighter I've ever used, and if you are pale, you will love this shade. Although they have just brought out a new one, Pearl. It was limited edition, but they've made it permanent now, so I wish that I'd waited and bought Pearl, to be honest, but I didn't know, because that would have been even better for me than the Moonstone. This is Benefit Hoola Bronzer, just in little trial size. This is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in medium. Just their powder, which again is too dark for me. MAC sold me the wrong shade, and they knew how pale I was because I went and I had this put on me and I knew it was too dark, but why did the woman just persuaded me into getting it, so whatever. This is the MAC bronzer in Refined Golden. I use this basically every single day, and yes, it is too dark for me, but a little goes a long way for that reason, so and it doesn't look muddy, so I really like it. And this is the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick in Pink Quartz. I use this as highlight, I use it as blush, I use it as eyeshadows. I love it because it is so versatile like that. This drawer is basically eyeliners and brow kits, brow pencils, brow gels, and it's pretty jam-packed, to be honest. I've got the Too Faced Brow Envy here, which I prefer using pencils, but I think powders do give you a bit more of a natural look sometimes. The Gimme Brow Brow Gel by Benefit. I've got like 3 of the Rimmel pencils. All 4 if you include this shabby looking one. I've got another one somewhere. I've just bought the Maybelline matte eyeliner, liquid liner, because I heard great things about it, and it was if you get 2, one's half price, so I just did it. Maybelline gel liner, which I don't like to use a lot because it takes a lot of time and patience. I've got the NYX jumbo eye pencils. This white one is amazing for putting on the waterline. Just it really opens the eyes up, and it's good to use as a base before shadow as well. Just gives it that extra little something. There's the third one. But the Rimmel brow pencil, this is in brunette, I think, or dark brown, one of the two, is my favourite brow pencil of all time. Okay, in here, I did a review recently on the Too Faced chocolate bar palette, so head over to my blog if you want to see that. I'll just open it up. This is the original chocolate bar palette, and I absolutely love it. There's a few dud shades in there, as I mentioned in my review, but most of them are pretty damn good. And then my favourite of the Naked palettes is the Naked 2, so that's the one that I got. That black is the blackest black I've ever used in my life. So just purely like, I love this palette for the black, but obviously I love and use the other colours as well. And then finally down here is like my little overflow Morphe drawer, because it won't fit in my palette holder. I've spoken about this palette all the time. This is the Morphe 9B Blush palette. I did a review on this on my blog as well, which has been very, very popular. I think a lot of people are interested in this palette. You get 9 very, very great wearable shades that basically anyone could pick any of these shades and it would basically suit you. This is the Morphe Colour Concealer palette. I will happily do a review on this if you like. I did try a bit of colour concealing, but it just took a lot of time and didn't make too much of a difference. But I do quite like it. It's just, there are too many contour shades, because obviously everyone's different skin tones. I'm not going to be using all of those, so it was quite difficult to find my match, but when I did, I really enjoyed it. Okay, moving on to this one over here. You can see I've got more lipsticks. This lipstick tower was from Amazon. This one actually came with the storage on top. So I've just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more MACs in here. This is from a limited edition collection. That's why it's got the weird packaging. This is an amplified lipstick in Tribalist. Very, very daring, but I do love it. And then I've got 6 of the Avon ones over here, which are sort of collecting dust because I don't reach for them that much. They're all basically in pinks and reds. This is Pretty in pink, and it's a pretty neon pink. Like, Avon lipsticks are very affordable, but they are very pigmented as well, which I love. And I've got some random ones like some NYX lip gloss, some L'Oreal, some more Clinique, L'Oreal lip gloss. My other favourite NYX lipstick, this is in Pops Explosive, and it's a butter lipstick. Absolutely love that. And 2 more from L'Oreal back there. I've got this random Eco Tools brush, which is like a big contour brush. I prefer it just for bronzing, but again, I absolutely love it. My boyfriend got me this little paperweight thing, which again, I really, really love. It's just, I just keep it there. Underneath all of this is the Urban Decay NYC palette. This came out absolute ages ago. It was basically my first ever palette. It was limited edition, but I do believe they still do the shades. So you can buy them separately, but I love it. I always have. Down here in this little corner, this is the final one of the acrylics that I have. I basically just keep single eyeshadows in there and they all fit perfectly. So I've got some MAC there. My boyfriend did very well. They actually got this for me as well. What is it in? Force of Nature. I love this highlight shade from MAC. This is in Carefree. Just a nice shimmery highlight. Some grey shadow from number 7. I use this in my Halloween tutorial to really get the sort of dead grey look. I've got the mini double exposure palette from Smashbox. That's it. I absolutely love the colours in there. Very sort of autumn winter appropriate, which is probably why it was in the sale, because we are quickly escaping that period of the year. But I will still use that. It's absolutely gorgeous, I think. And then I just have like 1, 2, 3, 4 little quads from Clinique. Or little duos, I should say. I've got basically 4 of these duos from Clinique. They are basically the same colours. I get these in the bonus time, but I don't really like them. The pigment in the eyeshadows is just terrible. But again, don't really want to throw them away. This is a great highlight for pale people like me because it is stark white and it's a matte highlight. This is in 1A Sugarcane, so can't get much lighter than that. This is MAC Antiqued. Although Antiqued is in the palette I showed you before, the mini 9 shadow palette. I bought this before I got that palette. Just, I love the colour so much that I don't mind I've got it twice. I've got this NYX one in Root Beer, which has clearly been through some sort of trauma that I've not known about. Just a matte dark brown, which I don't think you can go wrong with. And the other NYX is in Prune. Just a cool tone sort of berry shade, which I love. And then I've just got some number 7, some 17, some collection back there. Things that I don't really use, but I don't want to throw away. I'm a bit of a hoarder. Back here I have blushes. These are just ones that come in packaging, sort of you get one blush in package, which I don't like because they're very, very bulky. And I love to use my Morphe, so I don't really reach for these a lot, but I do have them. I've got a couple here from Avon. This one's in peach, which to be honest is a massive lie because it's not peach, it's light pink, so I was quite disappointed when I got that. This one is in soft plum, which is definitely up my street colour wise a lot more. I love it. And then I just have some from Benefit. Got 2 Milani ones back here. They're both from their Baked Blush collection. Really, really like those. Got some Clinique. This is in Iced Lotus. I really, really like that. You can see I've been enjoying it. And then in the final drawer, I've just got some nail polishes, which yes, I do use, but on my feet, because I do have toenails, which sounds disgusting. I don't know why. But I've just got some Barry M ones down here, which I wanted to give away, thank you. And I don't even know what these are. You know, they're just ones that you collect over the years, and they're just basically my favourite colours. Like, I always go for reds and hot pinks, and then I've just got like the base stuff and the final coat stuff. Over here, behind, if you can see, I'll bring it out. Okay, here are basically where I keep my palettes. This was from Asda Home. Asda is a supermarket we have in the UK, but they have a home section, and it's basically just a letter holder, but it's a great little tip to keep your palettes in. It's just very handy. This is my Makeup Geek palette, which I do want to talk about more in detail, to be honest, because a lot of people have sort of been asking and wondering about them. So yeah, they're all Makeup Geek apart from this blush here, and that's a MAC Pro product, like a setting powder thing. And then I've got 2 from Morphe. I've just made another Morphe order because if you didn't know, the 35O palette, I believe that's what it's called, is back in stock and people are going crazy for it, so I just had to get one for myself. This is the Jaclyn Hill palette she released earlier last year, and I absolutely love it. I don't know if you can get this palette anymore, but you can definitely buy the shades individually. And if you do live in the UK, Morphe brushes are now on a place called Beauty Bay, which I just discovered. They don't have as much choice on there, but they do have a lot, so if you're wondering, that was a saviour for myself. So this is the 35 Warm palette, all warm shades obviously. I really enjoy using this palette. There's a few great MAC dupes in here, but the black is just bloody awful, to be honest. It's got no pigment to it at all, but all the other colours are pretty much bang on. This one's a great dupe for MAC Amber Lights. I love this one. I love this one too, and just sort of this bottom corner. I love it all, and you can create so many looks with this. And then over here, I basically explain these in my storage video, but they are quite strange, you might be thinking. This is a tea light holder from IKEA, but I use it to store my bobby pins in because I'm forever losing them, always. And this is a watering can from my local garden centre. I bought it because I have loads of cacti and I wanted to water them, but it's a rubbish watering can, it leaks everywhere, so I thought, what can I do with it? I don't want to get rid of it. So I keep my cotton wool pads in here, which does work quite well because when I'm sat in bed taking my makeup off or cleansing or whatever, they're easy to just grab. So my makeup collection does sort of overflow a bit into this drawer here, so I might as well just show you what's in it. I did give you a rundown of this on my storage video, but it's changed up a bit and I'll just go through it again. So this is just a makeup bag that you get sort of free in the Clinique bonus time. I've got some acrylic storage in here. This is like a 3-box one. This is from HomeSense. And it just basically holds like eyelashes that I get from Amazon because I buy them in bulk, so they just stay there. My grandma got me a cute little owl brooch that's just living in there for the time being. I've got some collection eyeshadow palettes, nail scissors, which should probably be in my accessories drawer, but okay. Got some little hair pieces here, like hair clip if I just want to whack my hair up when I'm doing a tutorial or something. Like a towel band. It's great when you come out the shower and you don't necessarily want to dry or use heat on your hair, so I just shove it up and wrap this around it. This, of course, is the famous Nivea Men Replenishing Post Shave Balm, which I do use as a primer. I'll link my video down below for you to watch. Just a mini hairbrush. And then some overflow of foundations, like the MAC, the Studio Fix Fluid ones, which are just too dark for me. I've got some Body Shop glitter, which is great for just giving you a bit of an all-over body sparkle. The Clinique Super Balanced makeup, which I tried and hated. So yeah, why don't I throw these things away? I don't know. You're gonna laugh. That's a rape alarm. Whatever. I don't know why I'd need that by my bed of all places. Maybe it should live in my handbag. I don't know. I don't live in that much of a dangerous place. These are fairy lights I just got off ASOS. They're like copper string ones and they look amazing in blog photographs, I think. So yeah. And then I've got the Maybelline Matte Maker Powder, which I do like, but I could actually fit that in there now. It's there because I couldn't fit it in, but now I can. This is the Diamond Sparkle. Just some face pearls from Avon. They are really nice actually. They're like little beads. Oh, sugar, I knew that would happen. And you just sort of, like a highlight, you just put them on the high points of your face and they give off a very natural glow. Some random palettes down here. Don't know what they are, some kind of medication. And then this is my sample makeup bag. So yeah, it's full of samples. There's my old MAC primer. The Nivea took its place, to be honest. Got some sample MAC pigment. This is in the rose one before I bought the full thing because I loved it so much. Smashbox primer sample. The Clinique Acne Solutions thing. Got some perfume samples. Ghost. Pandora cleaning thing for my bracelet. Clinique foundation sample. The Benefit High Beam. Yeah, just loads of random crap really. Clinique Anti-Blemish Solutions sample. I've actually lost the full version of this. I bought a brand new one and it's gone. So that could come in handy. And it's got another little tray here with like heart chocolates in, which sounds crazy, but they look really nice on blog photographs. And a little Impulse body spray in Sweet Smile. An old phone case from Euphoria that I used to use before I got the Pointless blog one. 2 Avon makeup setting sprays because I love them so much. They give you a really sort of luminous look to your skin as well as setting the makeup, and they're super affordable. And I've got a massive barrel brush back here for when I'm sort of curling my hair with the hairdryer. Some pens back there, some oil for my oil burner, Yankee Candle oil burner, an inhaler because I am asthmatic, but it's there for just precaution, whatever. I don't really do much exercise and that's only when it ever comes on. And that's basically it. I hope this covered everything that you were hoping it to cover when you requested it. But that is basically my full makeup storage area and collection. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. I hope you did, and I'll see you again soon.